In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the transmission output speed sensor on this Honda Civic. It's located on the back of the transmission. We do have to remove the air filter housing to get to it, so let's get started. Unplug the mass airflow sensor, press on that tab and pull the connector back. Then the harness runs through this plastic retainer that you have a couple clips to pry on in order to remove it. And then you can just flip it up and over. Now there are some metal tabs all around the air filter box that you have to pry out. Once you pop them free, the top should come right up and out. There it is. Set that aside. Remove the air filter. It's a great time to inspect it and replace it if needed. This one looks all right. Now we have to remove the bottom of the air box. Now there are two 10mm bolts holding this air box in. One right here. This stays in here. And one all the way in the back right there. You might need a swivel if you're doing this with a power tool. And by hand, regardless, it's quite a tight fit. Once again, that one also stays in there. If you look past the air filter housing, you'll see this clamp that holds the throttle body snorkel adapter piece onto the air filter housing. That's a 5.5mm screw here, or a Phillips head, but I prefer to use the 5.5 because it grips a lot better. Loosen this up. You don't have to remove it or anything, you just have to loosen it. Right besides the top of the snorkel here, there's a clamp holding on a line. Push that clamp back. We're going to have to pull that line out. Sprayed it with a little bit of rust penetrant, and hopefully that allows me to slide it in and out a little easier. So I can push it out of here. Oh. All right. There's a little pin right here with a rubber bushing that is quite stuck because it's rusty, so I'm going to spray it down with a little bit of rust penetrant. That hopefully will allow it to slide off and work it back and forth a little bit. Now pull up on the bottom half of the air filter housing. There we go. It's still connected with this snorkel there. And then there's one right here at the front. Gently pry it away if it's stuck. There's no clamp on this, it's just a press fit. There we go. Just twist it clockwise if you're looking at it and pull it straight out. Now with the air box out of the way, if you reach behind the transmission, right here, you'll see the transmission output speed sensor. Now, this one over here that you can see in the corner of the screen is actually the input speed sensor, so don't confuse the two. Make sure you replace the correct one. Press on this tab and pull up on the electrical connector and remove it. Then there's a 10mm mounting bolt right here that we have to remove. So use a socket or a wrench, whatever fits in there for you, and remove this bolt. There we go. These can be quite tight, especially if this is the first time they're being removed. Take that bolt out. If there's a lot of debris around this sensor, make sure you wipe it off or brush it, use a rag, whatever you need to do, or compressed air, because you don't want all that debris to fall inside of the hole where the sensor is and therefore get inside the transmission as you remove it. Now you should be able to grab the sensor, wiggle it, and pull it out. A lot of times these do get stuck just because they are in there for a long time and there's an O-ring. The O-ring inside there seals it up, but also causes it to get stuck. The best way I've found to break them free is with some pliers. Just be very gentle, you don't want to snap it inside the transmission. I'm going to take a flathead screwdriver and a hammer and just very gently tap it. That should hopefully break this free. I'm going to take a little pry bar and pry it up the other way. I would like to unclip this harness so I can get more space to work with here. There's a tab that if you pry out on and wiggle on the harness, it should come out of its bracket. Okay, hopefully this gives me some space to put pliers in here. Okay, so I got bigger pliers in here. Behind the pliers, I'm going to stick a flathead screwdriver just very, very gently. Try to pry while I twist back and forth, and it looks like it's working. Okay, Well, that got it out. I was prying up here while wiggling. Now you can remove it the rest of the way. And there it is. That O-ring is what was making it really stuck. Take a rag and clean out the hole where this mounts. Very gently wipe it so that you don't get debris inside. You just want to make sure it's nice and smooth for the new O-ring to seal. Take the new sensor, carefully slide it in. You can put a little bit of oil on the O-ring to help it slide in better. Wiggle it and press it until it bottoms out completely. If it doesn't, don't put the bolt in and don't pull it in with the bolt, because that can actually break this tab off. Start the bolt in, make sure it goes in smoothly and doesn't cross thread. Where they're bottomed out, give it a quick snug. About 1/8 of a turn after it bottoms out is perfect. If you have the ability to torque this, the torque is 8.7 foot-pounds or 104 inch-pounds. All right, that's good right there. Take the connector, plug it back in. Make sure that clicks. Since I took this harness off, I'm gonna have to clip it back on. Let's get the air box back in. Carefully slide it into position. Make sure you don't pinch any wires or hoses in the way. All right, that's in. In the back here, line up this line. Make sure the clamp is still on. Push it in and get it onto the throttle body adapter here for the snorkel. Push that line all the way in. Let's clamp on this clamp with the 5.5 millimeter screw. Snug that up. This is very small, so you don't want to over tighten it. It's starting to get snug, so I'm just going to give it a little extra and leave it at that. All you need to do is just squish down on the snorkel a little bit, and that's it. Right over here, this needs to fall into place on this rubber bushing. There we go. That's seated. At the front, reinstall this hose that goes over and supplies air to the air filter. No clamp on this, and it even says up right here. That's how you know it's seated correctly. Snug up the two 10 millimeter bolts that hold the air box in place. This one back there is a little trickier to get to. That's tight. Reinstall the air filter. Make sure that's fully seated so that the seal can seal up around, no dirty air can get in. And then reinstall this cover, line that up with all the clamps, clip them on. Oh. If the clamps have a hard time going on, that means the top isn't seated and you'll need to readjust it so that they can actually lock in. Put this mass airflow sensor harness back over, make sure the two tabs click, and then reconnect the mass airflow sensor.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.